I want to tell you a story. From the point where man first learned to communicate, he began telling stories. Some were to teach, to amuse, to scare, or simply to remember. Stories carry our history from one generation to the next. They allow us to escape our troubles. They help us dream of a future. I'm a storyteller, and this page will allow me to tell you my story. I started first by writing comics, self-publishing my own books in the 90s, and started on freelance work in 2001. I've written superheroes, horror, science fiction, and comedy even. I've dove into pulp-style prose and even written a few screenplays, but in 2010 I began working on my first novel, a Lucius Fogg mystery. And that was written live on Twitter. It was one of the craziest and most exciting things I had ever done, writing with an audience looking over my shoulder. And the first book, Deadly Creatures, led into 2 sequels, Educated Corpses and Malicious Intent. There's more to come. But I have so many ideas that are just waiting for an opportunity to be told. And that's what this page is about. Telling the stories that have been rattling around in my brain for years, and doing it with you, the audience, looking over my shoulder again. Original ideas that go straight from me to you without the influence of publishers and agents or just, my stories I want to tell. No focus groups to see if an idea is financially solvent. At least 1 new chapter a week in a planned 50,000 word novel. 2 or 3 novels a year, and that's above and beyond my normal workload. And it all starts with a very unique new property I've come up with. It's called Blythe, the Trailer Park Night Rises. It tells the story of Erin, a young Army vet trying to rebuild her life in the economically devastated town of Blythe, California. Frustrated by not only her own situation, but by those around her, she decides to take action by shutting down a meth lab that is operating freely in the back of a trailer park. When things go explosively wrong, Erin is thrust into the role of a vigilante and embraced by the city as a sign of hope. She becomes a target of local criminals, corrupt officials, and all of them want her dead. But, danger aside, putting on body armor and a mask has given Erin what she has desperately needed, a purpose. You can read the first chapter for free, and if you subscribe, you'll have access to a new chapter each week, starting right now. There are multiple tier levels starting at $1 a month. There are higher tiers that will include additional material, behind-the-scenes videos, contests, whatever I can come up with, but there'll be some fun stuff. There are also goals that include subscribers getting thanked when the book is published and more. Now, Leonardo da Vinci couldn't have created masterpieces without a patron like Lorenzo Medici. I'm not da Vinci, and I'm not saying you're Medici, but I have so many stories to tell, and I hope you choose to come along with me on this adventure. I'll do the writing. You can look over my shoulder.